Hi, this is Teacher Kaiden, and in this video, I am going to share with you the expected target for your child's math exam paper. I'm using the Primary 6 PSLE actual paper as an example, but if your child is not in Primary 6, you can also adapt the or get an idea of what kind of marks to target for their level. So in the math exam paper, there's actually paper 1 and paper 2. So let's talk about paper 1 first. So in paper 1, you have booklet A and you have booklet B. And booklet A has two parts, or it's divided into two parts. So let's take a look at booklet B. So for booklet B, you have question 16 to 20, which is also 1 mark each, and then after that question 21 to 30, which is a 2-mark question. And finally, we have the dreaded paper 2, where question 1 to 5 is the 2-mark question, and then question 16 to question 6 to 17 or 18 is ranging between 3 to 5 marks. So let's take a closer look at booklet A of paper 1 and see what are your expected marks. So for question 1 to 10, it's 1 mark each, a total of 10 marks for question 1 to 10. You are actually expected to get 10 out of 10, right? And if your child is doing about 40 plus in their exams right now, you can actually push them to get 10 out of 10. If they're doing about 30 plus or 20 plus in their exams, then you can go for 6 out of 10, which is the expected low. So it's 10 out of 10. And for question 11 to 15, where it is a 2-mark question, a total of 10 marks as well, you can expect them to get 8 marks out of 10 marks, right? 8 marks out of 10, which gives you an expected high of 18 marks. And if you get 6 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 for both, you get an expected low of 12 marks. So again, these are their expected marks. If they are not getting these, don't worry, all right? Your job as a parent is then to print out about 5 to 7 of these exam papers, of past year exam papers, and let them keep trying. Just keep trying booklet A, question 1 to 10, right? Just let them keep trying. After a while, right, they will get an idea of what are the common questions that are expected to come out, or that usually come out, and they should be able to do them, because these are sometimes primary 3 to primary 5 level type of questions. They should not be exceedingly difficult. So let's take a closer look at booklet B of paper 1. So we have questions 16 to 20, where each question is 1 mark with a total of 5 marks. As usual, the expected high is 5 upon 5, which is full marks. Expected low is 3 out of 5. All right. Again, if your children are not scoring this right now, don't worry. This is the goal and target that you can push them, and you can keep printing exam papers for these parts for them to practice on. For question 21 to 30, it is 2 marks for each question. Total of 20, the expected high is 16 and the expected low is 14. So 16 means there are 2 wrong questions, and 14 means there are 3 wrong questions. All right. Sometimes this can be difficult to reach, but again, these are like ideal marks. So just try and push them to get it. Don't let them relax and oh, okay, whatever, I just try. Like really put in their best and maximum effort, right? Reduce their careless mistakes to get these potential marks out there. So for booklet B, for paper 1, in total you have 25 marks. And booklet B, ideally for expected high, you get 21. Expected low, you get 17, right? So your children should be doing somewhere between 17 to 21. If they are lower than 17, then it is something that you need to focus and pay attention specifically at booklet B. So let's take an overall picture of our paper 1 for mathematics exams. In booklet A, you should be scoring an expected high of 18, expected low of 12. And for booklet B of paper 1, expected high 21, expected low it's 17. For a total of paper 1 to get 39, between 29 to 39, all right? So the key number is between 29 to 39. Of course, if you can get higher than 39, that's great. But if you think about it, right, if your children are getting between 30 to 40, and if for the entire paper, and if they can push their booklet A to 29 to 39, this will really give them a solid foundation to pass their mathematics paper. Alright, so now that we have looked at paper 1, let's look at the dreaded, scary paper 2. Although it's not explicitly mentioned, right, paper 2 is also divided into 2 parts. So you have question 1 to 5, and it is 2 marks for each question with a total of 10 marks. Your expected marks is 6 out of 10, expected high, expected low is 4 out of 10. So try 6 out of 10, basically that means 2 wrong questions. 4 out of 10 would be 3 wrong questions, right? And question 6 to 17 is between 3 to 5 marks each, with a total of 45 marks. So expected low is 25. In fact, if you can get 20, right, it's actually pretty good, okay? And I've looked through the papers, it's actually really quite possible to get 20. So for question 6 to 17, which is the scary problem sums part, each question is about 3 to 5 marks. Some of the 5 marks are divided into 2 mark and 3 mark parts, all right? So with a total of 45, and the expected high is actually 25 marks, expected low is 18 marks. Now this is the part that I am actually a bit more lenient with. If they are not able to get between 18 to 25, if they get lower than that, it's actually fine. All right, but the 5 mark questions, if they're failing right now, if they're getting between 30 plus to about 40, low 40s lah, okay, I would actually tell them, look at the 5 mark questions. If you can do, try. If you cannot, fine, it's okay. All right, let's just move on from the 5 mark questions. Look at the 2 mark, 3 marks. Try and get as many method marks, working marks as you can. So between 18 to 25, that will be great. If they can get, if they cannot, they get lower than that, it's fine. Let's just move on. For paper 2 out of 55, expected high is 31 marks and expected low is 22 marks. And if you look at the entire paper, all right, when you get an expected high, you should be, if you get all the expected high marks, you're looking at 70. And if you get expected low, you're looking at 51. Now, for some of you might think that, 51, that's all. But I have actually seen parents, when their children pass mathematics, right, they almost want to cry because their children have been failing mathematics ever since what, primary 3, primary 4, all right? Every exam, every weighted assessment, every test, every class test, they have been failing. And when they finally pass, wow, you can see the change in their parents, all right? So parents, if your children have been failing consistently in their mathematics, I urge you to try this. The most important thing I want to talk about is actually their mindset, right? As a parent, as a teacher, as a tutor, right, you really have to push them, right, to achieve those kind of expected marks. A lot of them, they look at a question, they don't know how to do, and that's it, they forget about it. Or, you know, if they really don't know, it's fine, I can teach, or you can teach. But the thing is, they make things like careless mistakes, they make, they just sort of, there's no expectation from their part to do well. They just do. And you can tell that they are not pushing themselves to excel, right? And I think that's a pity because a lot of students and children out there are able to push themselves to achieve so much more. And when you give them a concrete goal right in front of them, that this is what they're expected to do, and to push themselves to reach it, and to give them the resources that they are able to reach it, then I'm sure that most children, most students can actually do it. Given the right rewards, given the right environment, given the right goals in front of them, the right resources, they can achieve a pass, or a really decent pass in mathematics if your children are failing. All right. So I urge you to download this PDF. I'll put it up there in YouTube or Facebook. And then after that, you can paste it on your wall and encourage your children to push themselves, to excel, and to reach these goals. My name is Teacher Kaiden from Math Magic, and I hope that you have gained some value from this. Let me know in your comments if you found this useful. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I would hope that you can smash the subscribe and the bell button, all right, down there, so that you can receive new videos from me every time I upload. I'll see you at the next round. This is Teacher Kaiden from Math Magic.